So welcome back to the channel. I'm John. I'm a field service engineer. That's my day job. But at the same time, I have a love for car photography, car videography, and I'm using my G80 M3 in order to, just start and go down, deep dive, and go down this path of something that I'm really interested in. So I'm sharing my adventures with this car with you guys. So I made it to the parking lot. My goal today is just to shoot with the X-H2, which that's what I'm using right now. So far, I think during the day, I'm having a pretty good experience. I guess once I'm actually editing, I will find out if it's actually going to pay off. I have a mic audio, I have good camera, I have my prop. I think we are well on our way to actually kicking this channel off on how I want to. So I have my gear. I'm pretty much finalized on the gear. Now it's going to be mainly focusing on writing the stories and writing the ideas that I have in my head and sharing that with you guys. So I hope you guys are really enjoying the X-H2. This video isn't necessarily focused on, car, list, whatever. It's just mainly sharing my new camera with you guys. Hopefully quality-wise is good. And this video, this is what I think episode 8. If you haven't seen any of my previous episodes, make sure you check out those videos as well. Mainly have a drone. Now I have an X-H2 by Fujifilm, which I kind of want to share where I'm headed towards as far as gear and as far as like idea and vision for the channel. So if you want kind of an update, this is going to be the video you want to watch. For those of you that are coming back, thank you. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't yet and give me a thumbs up. It helps the channel get this stuff out there to more people that are interested in what I'm doing. So with that said, I'm using the X-H2 right now to shoot the G80 M3. So my goal with this car is to essentially use this as a means to not only hopefully pay for itself, but as a means to step into more higher end cars. I've mentioned this before. I have a goal to get a GT3 one day in the future, once I'm able to financially afford it, make sure I'm financially responsible, etc. But at that point, I don't want to have to be the one necessarily paying for it. Yeah, I'm going to be paying for it, but it's going to be well earned. It's going to be, in a way, paying for itself through something, by doing something that I enjoy, that's a hobby, and that takes into account me being able to make money off of it. So that's the goal. But why am I talking about this new camera, the X-H2 that I just got? It has a lot more that you can do with that camera than I would be able to do with the Sony. One, I'm trying to get more into just being able to shoot at nighttime in darker settings, especially when I travel per se. I just don't want to be limited to just daytime, because sometimes I get off work, I'm tired, it's dark, I want to shoot, I want to do stuff, but I can't. So having a better camera that's able to handle low light a little bit better, definitely a big help. Some of the settings that this camera has and that you can do, not necessarily, let me not say settings, settings is a bad term. Some of the image quality, I guess, is another reason. So with this camera, I can shoot 8K. The reason why that's important to me is because I just want to, it's quality for one is really important to me. If I'm trying to make something that's more cinematic, I want that quality. So right now I'm shooting 4K. I have a M1 Mac Air, which it's been doing a good job with the 4K videos. There is some instances where I'm kind of maxing out, like my Final Cut Pro will crash on me while I'm editing, but it's okay. But the point is, eventually I'm going to have to upgrade my laptop. So at that point, I'm going to be shooting 6K. 6K is going to be able to give me much more detail. Okay, I will say that using this camera, it's been my second day now. Using this camera, it's a learning curve compared to the Sony. You are doing a lot more. You have a lot more buttons, a lot more that you can do, lenses, stuff that I've never used before. So it's a whole new experience for me. And I'm now starting to learn through YouTube, watching other people, and just kind of take ideas that they have and try to apply it to what I'm trying to do with the G80 M3. At the end of the day, I want to be able to add more cars to the platform, not necessarily my own, but cars that I can shoot, photograph. So if you're interested, you're in the Houston area, reach out to me. Let's make something happen. Just have fun with it. But point is, I'm trying to be able to shoot no matter what environment, no matter what daylight. Like it's always cloudy when I come out here, so this is actually going to give me kind of the look that I want, which is a little bit more eerie, more gritty, but at the same time, it's me. That's who I am. Another thing too that I want to add is a lot of times you'll if you're someone that's interested in, I don't know, going down this line where you're interested in cameras, videography, making your own YouTube channel, it's not necessarily the gear that you have. First is get the skills that are gonna help you. So for example, I watched a lot of YouTube videos before I got the Sony. I was using my iPhone to record when I first started. Then I got the Sony, which it was about, I think, $800 at the time. Watched a lot of videos on how to use that pretty well to now I'm to the point where photography wise with the Sony, I love it. I love that thing. But at the same time, now I got the Fujifilm, so it's another learning curve. It's just like leveling up in a way. You just got to continue to learn the equipment, get good with it, then continue to upgrade once you feel comfortable with it. So that's what I'm going to be doing with the Fujifilm. I'm going to be using that as a way to learn, get better with photography. I have lenses now. I have a lens that I'm using. I have to get familiar with what types of lenses to use to get the right shot. I upgraded the microphone, which right now I'm using the attachable microphone, but I actually have a boom, I guess a boom mic attached to the Fujifilm. So if you guys are kind of interested in what I have, let me know. I'll make a video on that too. Just let me know in the comments below. Now we have the main rig, the Fujifilm. So I'm gonna be just steadily expanding and turning my office into a little studio in a way. I have my other channel based on being a field service engineer. It's good, it's fun, it's knowledgeable, but at the same time, I'm using that as a means to network myself. To, if better opportunities present themselves, why not? It's networking. That's the business of the game. But this channel, this is more so for passion. This is more so for fun, entertainment for me. So this is like my hobby. Untitled Label is like a job. So we'll look at it that way. But anyways, so I'm going to be shooting with the Sony as well as the Fujifilm. I'm going to kind of differentiate between the two so you guys can see what I used to shoot photography wise and videography wise too. It's always a little bit cloudy whenever I come out here, so I'm gonna just do what I can, and hopefully my editing skills are gonna be top notch to where I can actually get some beautiful looking pictures and some videos that are aesthetically pleasing for you guys.